So hey guys, I just started playing Woodycraft Survival, and what they're doing is this thing called Townie. Not really played Survival before, but CocoBeans on there are selling pretty well. So I decided to get myself a little automatic cocoa machine getting on, and I'll show you the one I've got on Woodycraft after. I'll show you how to build it, because the one on Woodycraft is not finished yet, not by a long way. So I'm just on my server where I have world edit and op, and it's a lot easier to build it. But this is basically what I'm going for. We're going to have jungle wood here. I know it doesn't quite look like jungle wood, but it's my texture pack. So the cocoa beans go here, and obviously it's all going to be spread out. The cocoa beans will auto harvest if you've got water at the top. So I'm going to fill this area with water, and then have a hopper collection system down the bottom for them. And hopefully that'll be pretty good. So I'm just going to go ahead and put all the water and the redstone at the top here. Let you see that, and then I'll get back to you. So I've got the redstone happening here. Now I'll put the switch on the ground at some point. I'm not a survival player. I don't know if this is the best way to do it, but it's my way to do it. So switch on, repeaters come on, and they put these pistons on up here. Flick it, and they close. So the idea is... So the idea is you get a bucket of water like this, put this here, water goes there, flick the switch, water comes down, turn it off, and you get your cocoa beans harvested for you. And then the water recedes and you're able to replant. So that's it in theory. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to get all the water put in here, and then I'm going to work on the hopper system, and I'm going to put this switch down on the ground, so you haven't got to jump up in the air for your switch. So I've thought a few times about the best way of taking the power up to the top here, and a lot of people do the blocks with a torch between them. I've decided to use glowstone because it'll light it up as well. I've turned my gamma right down as well for survival, so I get the proper experience. So I have to use torches. But the similar thing, you can switch it, water comes down, switch it, and the water's off. Really elegant, really simple. I mean, pistons aren't cheap to make, but they're not overly expensive, and it does the job, and you haven't got to break all those cocoa beans yourself. You haven't got to worry about water being loose everywhere. I mean, this is controllable, provided you don't break the switch, because if you break the switch, the water falls. And I tried doing a reversed current, and it didn't work for me, so this is just how I've done it. So just the idea is every other with a piston. So you have the piston on the jungle wood, then one in the space, one in the jungle wood, one in the space. So what I've done is thrown some hoppers along the bottom of this wall, and they all feed into each other, and then they'll eventually finish in this one, and then that will feed into that one, and then into the chest. And if they don't fall right, if they don't feed in for some reason, then I don't know. Not a survival player, just trying out ideas. But we're going to give this a go. We're going to flick the switch. Those beans aren't ready, but we should just get our cocoa beans back. So let's give it a flick. See what we get. Oh, yep. Lost a couple of our beans here, but that's just the sake of running around afterwards. So let's see how many beans we got in the chest. Should have showed you the chest was empty before we started, but we've picked up 35 beans in the chest, which is pretty much all of them.